Welcome back, everybody, to episode 2 of the Dream Podcast. My name is Abdio,
My name is Andre.
and we are your hosts. And today, we're just gonna be chilling, like talking about just how our week's been going, and just talking a little bit
Yeah.
about our interests and stuff like that. So, yeah, how was your week this week?
Pretty good.
What'd you do?
Stay home. Yeah, nothing much really happened this week. What about you?
What did I do this week? I don't know what
I
I
think
did.
the same thing.
Well, no. Oh, wait. Sunday we had our glory meeting. Monday we had. What did I do Monday? I don't know what I did Monday. Tuesday. I don't know what I did Tuesday. And then Wednesday we went to church. We did the food drive and stuff like that.
Okay. How was that?
It was fun. Then yesterday we had another glory meeting.
Oh, that's what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then today, boom.
Yeah.
So, bro, have you as far as the car community goes, where is our vision of that with the car community?
You know how I am. I'm very invested into that.
Yeah.
I'm a big car guy. It's all I talk about. It's kind of
Literally.
like,
Oh, he talks
it's
about
kind of bad, but I don't care because I can just
We're both car
whatever.
people.
Yeah.
But I think he's worse than me.
Yeah.
Like for me, when I was
not-
when I was 2 years old, my mom would tell you I could name every car on the road.
I used to do that when I was like 5. My
Yeah.
mom got so annoyed.
Make and model. Mustang. Oh, that's a Mustang. Corvette. Like I can tell you every car, make, model, everything. Now it's gotten more advanced where I can tell you make, model, engine, everything, where it
Yeah.
was made, how it was made, what it runs on, everything. Like it's just
What year it is?
Yeah.
What tires? Like everything.
yeah, what kit it has on it.
Yeah.
What they did different. Like my mom gets so annoyed with me when we're driving.
Bro, honestly, and I've told my mom this recently.
Well,
I blame her for turning me into a car guy. You know why?
what?
Because when I was like little, when I was first born and cars was like kind of new,
Uh-huh.
bro, she put that on one time for me, and I was set for life. Just full
Bro,
cars.
cars was my life at 3 years old.
Yeah.
Bro, I had my whole room was cars themed, painted red. The whole room was painted Lightning McQueen color red, like this red kind of.
It's kind of fitting because
Yeah,
it looked like lemon.
and we had garage chrome, like with those metal,
Oh,
sheet metal.
yeah.
You remember how
And it was like on
the light
that,
switches? Yeah.
yeah.
So my mom bought light switches colors that look like
Metal.
a bench, or not a bench,
I don't know
a
what it
tool
is.
thing.
Yeah, but it was like metal, like
Yeah,
looking.
it's really cool.
Mhm.
And she put those on the light switches.
It's still there, right?
Yeah, it's still there. And then we had just cars. All my Hot Wheels were lined up against the wall of my old house. And
Yeah.
my bed was a Lightning McQueen bed. I had a toy box in it with a bunch of Lightning McQueen stuff in it. My pillows had Lightning McQueen's face on it. My blankets were Lightning McQueen's face.
You were invested in like,
My book, I had a pillow that was a book of the first cars.
a book.
Yeah, so it was a pillow, and then you open it, and it had like pages, like the whole movie of Cars in pages. My uncle bought it for me. Yeah,
They made that.
yeah, and I slept with it. I hugged it every night, and I had like this Lightning McQueen that you wind up, you pull the tail off,
That's too far.
And-
You were too
and
invested.
you let it go, and it drives through.
No, you were too
And
invested.
it had like Lightning McQueen posters, Lightning McQueen shoes. Like I went crazy,
I kind of
bro.
want the Lightning McQueen Crocs.
I do too. It's actually it's just a part of my childhood I'll never forget.
Yeah, but I blame my mom for it because another reason, like when we're in the car,
Uh-huh.
why she gets so annoyed with me is because, like yesterday on my way here,
Uh-huh.
I saw 2 Urises, an F Type, an R8, and I think that's about it. And bro, I blame my mom because she used to be like, get off your phone while we're in the car and look out the window. So I would see a cool car and I would just name it out and then I would freak out. And you know because you've seen me.
Bro, what was your dream car when you were little?
My dream car when I was little, Aventador. I know it's very common to say, but that was my poster car as a kid. I don't know. I just saw it online one time,
Uh-huh.
and then that's just what set it like set it
But
for
that's
me.
when probably like that's when it first came out.
Yeah,
too.
it was.
My dream car when I was little.
Mhm.
So I had three:
Okay.
Gallardo,
Mhm.
Murcielago,
Mhm.
and a Mustang GT. That was my dream car. I promise you,
Are
it was
you
my
still
dream.
gonna get that GT?
Maybe I'm thinking about it. I might just get a GT 500.
Yeah, it's better nice.
And when I got older,
Mhm.
I had a lot of different dream cars. Like Jaguar F-Type Coupe was a big one for me.
The F Type's nice though. It's
It
really
is.
nice.
Yeah, I did the F Pace was cool.
I might get that actually, like soon.
Yeah. I was actually looking into the X. What is it? The X?
X6M.
No, the X Pace Jaguar.
Oh, I thought you were saying BMW.
No.
Said X.
And then like my dream car right now,
Mhm.
a Rolls Royce Cullinan Black Badge.
Yeah.
That's my dream car right now. I want one so bad.
It's funny how our differences with dream cars, right? Like her.
No, this kid was a JDM. Like,
Okay, I was a
obsessed.
JDM kid for 4 years, but because
That's
I
because
never.
Fast and the Furious.
Well, yeah, that too. But I never thought I would see a JDM car. And there was one time I saw a 33, and I mistaked it for a 32 because I had no knowledge of like cars at the time. So I thought it was a 32 or a 34.
When my parents met, my mom used to have this 1970s Camaro or 1980 Camaro. No, it was a 90s, sorry.
Mhm.
1990 orange Camaro. And like, and then my dad, he had, I think, a bunch of other cars. My mom was always a sports car lover.
Mhm.
Her second after that, when I was born, she bought a Mirage.
Is that why she only likes coupes?
She likes sedans and coupes.
Okay.
She does not like SUVs, even though she has one.
Yeah.
Soon, she's
I
actually
forget
thinking-
about that though.
She's either getting next to S class or E class. I was talking to her about it yesterday.
That's class.
She wants S class.
She
That's her
should.
dream. That's her dream car.
Yeah.
But work her way up to E class.
Yeah, that's true.
My mom, her car journey has been fun. Like when I was born, she had bought I think it was a green Mitsubishi Mirage.
Mhm.
It was nice, or it was orange. One of the two, green or orange. I forgot.
Mhm.
That car was like the Batmobile. It was so fun. My dad flipped it into a ditch, but we sold it and we got the Pacifica,
Mhm.
Chrysler Pacifica. That was at our low times.
Yeah.
For the Pacifica, we got a Mazda CX-9.
Okay.
Then for the Mazda CX-9, we got a Honda Odyssey,
Mhm.
brand new. What is like that? It was a 2016 Honda Odyssey. It was brand new.
Bro,
Really
you
nice.
say that I remember the car and I don't.
You remember? You don't remember it?
No.
We had that car until 2018.
I only remember one time getting into a van and it was in your driveway.
It was a white van, yeah,
I thought it was like blue.
white minivan.
Oh yeah, no. See, I don't remember.
The next car that we got after that
Uh huh.
was the 2018 Toyota Camry, and that one was crazy because my mom went to the Mercedes dealership to buy a Mercedes GLA
Okay.
because it was like the small SUV, but she needed
I don't like the GLA. It's so ugly.
she wanted it because it was an SUV
And it's Mercedes.
and she wanted a smaller car but that could still fit the babies, and she always wanted a Mercedes.
Yeah.
But she ended up walking out with the Camry, and we had that car until 2020. That Camry was nice. Like it had paddle shifters.
No, it was nice.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
That same day, we bought 3 cars in one day. We bought a Camry,
And then
the
wasn't it your
Honda,
sister's?
yeah, the Honda
Yeah.
Accord,
Yeah.
and we bought a BMW. I forgot it. I think it was a X something something something. I forgot. It's a long day, but it was convertible. It was beautiful.
You called me. You were like, bro, we bought 3 cars.
Yeah, we got 3 cars that day.
Yeah.
It was funny too because I left my phone at school.
Mhm.
And I get to school the next day, Miss Palavina's like, "So how's your new cars?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" And she's like, "Oh, your phone was going off, so I read them." I'm like, she read my text messages
It's kind of weird.
because we had a group chat, and Asia was posting the pictures of the family group
Oh.
chat, and everybody was looking
wait.
at it. So funny.
You had a password on your phone? Or?
Yeah, but remember back then it showed the messages. Remember back then?
It still does, though.
Yeah, but not as much. Like you have to put in your password
Yeah.
first to actually see it. So she saw that. I'm like, bro, that's weird. So then in 2020, we bought 2017 Mercedes C300.
Bro, that car was amazing.
But here's the crazy part.
Mm.
That car went, I think, for like 40 grand
Mm.
to 30. The original price was 60 grand.
Yeah, your mom
It was
talked me
used.
down
It was
a
used.
lot.
So we got it to 40.
Yeah.
And my mom was looking all. She went to Clearwater Mercedes, like every Mercedes, and she goes to this one. And she sees it.
Which
Now,
one, Tampa?
yeah,
Okay.
Tampa, next to the state, next to the Bucks Stadium.
Yeah.
And here's what's crazy, bro.
Mm.
We look at it.
Mm.
We looked at so many cars that day.
Yeah.
And she loves the C300. She was looking for the C300s.
Mhm.
My mom's been test driving Mercedes like 2 years before that. She started with the C250, worked her way up to the C300.
Yeah.
So she sees this car, and this car was decked out. It had an AMG Sports package on it.
Yeah.
So it had the Sports Plus. It was pretty much an AMG just without a
The
V8.
badging.
Without a V8. No, it had the badging.
Oh, it did?
Without a, yeah, it had it. When you walked in, it said AMG on the seats and all that. But it was an AMG without a V8 in it. It was a V4, turbocharged V4.
Mm.
But it
It
had
was fast, though.
Sports Plus. That's why. So I unlocked its full potential. So we had Sports Plus on it. We had the lip, the black AMG lip. We had it was lower like a normal AMG. The AMG seats. We had an AMG steering wheel.
Yeah.
We had the AMG badges. We had everything on that car. And she goes in there. She talked it down to I think 30. She wanted to get it to 26 or something like that.
26?
26. And she says, "Can we do 26?" The guy goes, "No, we can't."
The guy was tired of her mom.
He still's our dealer today. He's crazy. He goes, "No, we can't." She gets up. She goes, "Okay, that's fine," and just walks out. And the guy goes, "Wait, mate, wait. Like we could do 2650 or something like that." And they do it. We got the car that day. It was beautiful. We sold it in 2022 when we were starting our wilderness phase. We had the Kia Soul.
Yeah, that was
Which my mom bought the year before. For work because we had the business, so that was the work car. So the workers would use that car.
Yeah.
But then when we shut down the business, we just had that extra car with the Ram sitting there. So we had those cars. And then now, it was the way that we got this Mercedes was crazy. We were driving to church one Sunday, and I remember I'm sitting in the car.
Okay.
I'm like, God, I hate this car. I was like, God, just open the door to get a new one. I've also been praying because this Kia, like, I mean, it was nice. People like Kia Souls. Everybody made fun of us because we're a big family.
Yeah.
Getting out of a car that small, everybody used to call it the clown car, make fun of it. And that minute, we're driving and we hit a pothole. The tire goes.
Oh, you told me about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we back up. The tires ripped. We just got those tires too, brand new tires.
Nah.
Tires ripped completely. Stuck on the side of the road, and this redneck pulls up. And he goes, "Hey there!" It's like, "You guys got pump tire?" He's like, "Maybe I could call a tow truck for you. You guys can get over." And my mom was like, "Yeah, we're calling." So we called tow trucks, not answering, insurance, issuing insurance, whatever. The guy leaves.
Okay.
10 minutes later, pulls back around. And he goes, "Hey, my buddy over there got a junkyard. I can see if he has a tire for you."
You can say a tow truck.
He calls the dude, and the dude wakes up and goes, "Hello?" He goes, "Are you still sleeping?" And the guy's like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Man," he goes, "this is why I tell you don't drink at night, but your stupid ASS keeps on going out and drinking." And I'm like, "Bro, what in the world is happening?" My mom and me are just laughing. And he goes, "Hey, do you have a tire for a 2019 Kia Soul?" And we hear laughing on the phone. And he goes, "Hey, don't make fun of their car. They hear you." And my mom's like, "Oh no," which is like, I'm done. So my mom starts texting the dealer saying, "Hey, do you have any cars in like line right now at the Mercedes dealership?" Sends her, and then we get the tire fixed. Probably took us like 3 hours. We went out to eat, whatever. And my mom goes, "Hey, let's go. The lady already has cars lined up for us." We go there. We were looking at a GLE 350 because when we had the C300, we test drove the GLE 350 for a week while the C300 was getting serviced.
And that was the older one, right? Or no?
Yeah, it was a 2021 model. So no, the same model that we have now.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, "Wow, this is nice. Like, we loved it." So we were looking into that one. The lady looks at my mom, and my mom says, because of the interest rates guys are through the roof. It was like 8%.
Yeah,
My
no.
mom was trying to talk, I think, down because when we bought the Mercedes in 2020, the interest rate was at 2%. So my mom was
It went
trying
up
to get,
six
yeah,
percent.
huh?
It went up six
Yeah, my
percent.
mom was trying to talk me down to 6%. Anyways,
Wow.
the lady goes, "Ma'am, it's not logical at all to get that breakdown."
Yeah.
My mom looks at her in the face and says, "I don't believe in logic. What my God can do is greater than all logic."
I wonder what that lady thought. Like,
Well, but this lady's crazy, probably.
yeah.
And we get the car. We walk out there with that car that same day. It was great. So we have that car. Um, Next, I pray that God is gonna give us either the S class or the E class.
Yeah.
Um, as of then, I'm just gonna be driving my truck. My,
Yeah.
my time.
Bro, I want to get out of my car so bad.
Yeah,
Little Kia Forte. But I mean, it's a car, so it's fine.
yeah.
Car. I'm a lease until I can buy. Like I was telling you, I'm a lease until I can buy. Um, at first it was gonna be a 2021 720 Spider, but then
That's gonna be expensive at least. Might as well buy the car.
no, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna buy it,
Yeah.
but it's in between that or a 2024 GT3 RS.
Right
So,
now, for me, my
mm,
portfolio, I'm looking at. So the beauty behind driving a Mercedes.
is you're used to it.
No, not that. You get courtesy vehicles when your car's in shop.
Oh,
And
yeah.
these courtesy vehicles are amazing. So
Yeah.
I'm not a big electric car lover.
I'm not either, but I'm warming up to it.
I'm against Teslas.
I'm like, bro, I came to the realization. I'm like, it's a car. The only downside is that it has to be charged.
Like it's just.
That's the
I'm
only.
not gonna get into all that why I don't like Teslas right now. But anyways, it's okay. So Mercedes now they switch all their courtesy vehicles to only EVs.
It's
So
just kind of bad,
but these cars are crazy.
yeah, they're insane.
We had the EQS SUV, or the EQE, for our first courtesy vehicle.
That's when the Benz went in the first time.
Yeah, bro,
Okay.
that car $120,000 for that car. Well, all the packaging that it has.
Yeah, and that's a courtesy vehicle. That just
I got to
yeah.
drive it,
Uh,
bro. They have some cool stuff in that car. Like,
so how does it compare to the EQS?
oh, EQS is way better.
Like, okay, technology wise though.
Technology wise, it's the same technology. EQS has better though with the screens and all that. I love that.
Yeah,
option
I like
that
how
it
the
has.
screen just stretches across the whole
Yeah,
dash.
I
That's
like that.
just the dash.
So, Audrey seen the EQS, the sedan.
I hated the car
When you
at
first saw it.
first. Like I pulled up to his house, and I saw it, like when they were pulling in, and I'm like, no, I don't like this thing whatsoever. I get in it, my whole mindset changed.
It was so beautiful, bro.
The interior, though.
$108,000 for that car.
I thought it was 110, something like that.
Around there, it's
Yeah.
in the hundreds. And I drove it pretty much. I drove it more than anybody else. And I got to drive
Yeah.
it, and bro, that car, like 0 to 60 in like 3 seconds, bro.
It's
Like,
fast,
it did, bro. The only thing I don't like, they put speakers in the back to sound like an exhaust, so you
but
hear
it kind of makes it a little bit better
Yeah.
than Tesla, where it's just all just road. That's it.
Beep, boop. It's just
I can't with
robotic.
that. But no, you were telling me you're like you want that car, and I said the same thing. Like we both
Yeah.
want that car,
So spectacular.
but I think that's gonna be a business vehicle
Yes,
because I don't know for personal use.
I'm gonna lease it for a business vehicle into business.
Yeah, because I mean, we can still use it for personal use.
Bro,
Right?
you could trade. I was trading on the screen in that car.
Yeah,
It was so cool. I could trade, like, look on trading view and everything. Like,
I don't know if you can do it while you're driving.
I could do it on my car, the Mercedes.
You can.
But you have to pay extra for it. Just extra.
Oh,
Because you have to pay for the Wi-Fi.
yeah. No,
So
that's
that's
a lot though for the Wi-Fi.
I don't know.
It's like
Check.
two.
so the app you could do so much stuff like my mom can start the car from her
Yeah.
phone. She just does it. I've never seen her actually do it, but she can start the car from the phone
Mm.
and stuff. But I just love Mercedes because number one they take care of you. Number one they give you bugs like this,
Yeah.
and it's like it's just everything's quality and they do a good job.
And the staff is
But they don't
it's
care. Like
good.
it's
So,
not like a Toyota dealership where you walk in and they're trying so hard to sell you the car. They
yeah.
don't sell if you don't want to be with them at the price, they're not gonna sell it to you.
Yeah.
It's just how it is. Like you're not gonna really fight with them. The price is the price.
Hmm.
You can negotiate it as much as you want, but at the same time,
They have their limits.
they're okay regardless if you don't want
Yeah.
the car or not. Because somebody else is gonna come get it anyways.
Yeah.
So definitely though, that is beauty.
Mm.
How about you? Like how many?
Mm.
Tell me all the cars your mom had.
All the cars my mom had. I mean, it's not as exciting as your parents, obviously.
My parents just
Yeah.
some
The
fun
one
stuff.
car my mom did not get,
Was a Supra.
Mark IV Supra. And her reasoning was because I was just being born. And I told her, you could just put me in the back seat. And then she was like, no, what if we get into an accident? I'm like, no, what if I turn into a car guy like I am now? And then she was like, and I showed her the price, like the market of them, like a few months
She should
ago.
have bought it.
No, I know. She was like, I showed her the market like a few months ago. I showed her one that was like 60,000, bone stock, everything. She got mad.
How much was it? back
At the
then?
time, it was like 30.
Wow.
Yeah.
My abuelo.
Actually, no, I'm lying. Bone stock is more, not just 60.
So my mom's dad
Uh,
had a Rolls Royce. I think it was a silver. What was it? Silver tail,
Silver Club?
silver cloud.
Mhm.
Rolls Royce silver cloud. Pretty sure it was a silver cloud. And he had a white Mercedes.
Mm.
And the Mercedes, he put I think he bought it for 100 grand. That car probably goes for a lot now. That was back in the 80s.
I want an old Mercedes.
I do too.
The aesthetic
I just
of
want a
them, really.
whole area of my garage dedicated to old classic Mercedes.
See, that's you with Mercedes, and that's me over here with like Lamborghini.
That with Lamborghini too. I want to own every Lamborghini. I want a 3-story garage.
With cars on each story?
Yeah.
Or? Okay.
So the first story, the top story, the third story is gonna be my antique cars. So it's gonna have a Mercedes section, a Ferrari section, an old Lamborghini section.
Yeah.
Model T is gonna be right in the center of it.
That's your most favorite car, the Model T.
For old antique
Yeah.
cars, yes. The reason why it is not like okay, so it's like for instance, getting a Mercedes DB. What is it? The D. I forgot.
Mercedes.
The D, like the $10 million like 1960s
I think I
Mercedes
know what
race
you're
car.
talking about.
But it's like it was so loud. That engine is so loud that if the guy went deaf who made the car, yeah.
That's crazy.
Every time he drove it to work every day as a daily driver, he
Oh,
went
that
deaf.
makes sense.
But instead of putting a $10 million Mercedes on the front, I
Mhm.
want a $1.2 million Ford Model T.
Mhm.
Reason being,
Shouldn't they be more at this time? Like,
well, yeah, I think they're probably a little bit more. But the reason why is because number one,
Mm.
Ford. I don't like Ford,
but you're a very big history fanatic.
and for history,
Very
why.
big.
that was the first car ever made on the assembly line
Yeah.
for Ford. And I
Or
love-
in general, right?
no, the first car company was Mercedes,
Really?
Daimler, yeah.
Okay.
So, but Ford Model T was the first car ever made on the assembly line,
Mhm.
and it has history in it. I
Yeah, it
love
does.
history. So that's gonna be the third floor. The third floor's gonna be like a little,
Classic section.
like a museum.
Yeah.
Second floor gonna be my hybrid supercars,
Mm.
and then this first floor is gonna be like my dailies, my SUVs, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
The reason being, a lot of people are gonna be like, well, how are you gonna get to all 3 floors? Car elevator. We're gonna put car elevator, guys. Probably gonna put 2 in.
It's more reasonable.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're expensive though. Car elevators, really expensive, especially for 3 floors.
And my garage is gonna be on lock and key. There's not gonna be a key. It's gonna use my retina scans. So the only way to get into my garage is if you take out my eyeball and put it up to the retina. And then like I'm gonna have like heat like things on my grass so I can hear like when people step on my grass, I could get an alert on my phone.
Gosh,
And here's what's gonna happen.
just get cameras.
If somebody is not wanted, oh, I'm gonna have cameras too.
No, but
Yeah.
just
I'm gonna have
cameras.
laser cameras too, like laser.
What they're gonna shoot it?
No, the skin.
Oh,
And then here's what's gonna happen. Here's what I want.
okay.
If an unwanted guest comes on my property,
Mhm.
it's gonna hear on the heat because everybody's gonna be entered into the heat system. Everybody that I want on the property.
Mhm.
So let's say an unwanted guest.
Mhm.
So let's say they step on it, right?
Okay.
And they walk on my grass,
Mhm.
and they're not wanted. The computer's gonna send out drones out of the roof
Okay.
to go out and see who it is.
They're gonna say shoot them.
And then they're gonna speak and they're gonna ask them, and then if they don't, like let's say they're threatening,
Mm.
either you just rebuke them in the name of Jesus, or guns are gonna come out of the walls and start shooting if they have a weapon on them.
You know, I gave you the doubt. Of
Well, the drones don't scare them, and let's say they start shooting at my drones, then
you're start shooting at them.
my drones are just gonna shoot back.
I really gave you the chance of not the gun part.
Bro, my house is gonna be a military fortress.
I would be scared to go over your house. Just for that reason, because right, the first time you put it in, the first time I come over.
I mean, maybe not Renda, because I heard Renda ruins your eyeball.
Yeah.
Maybe
So
handprint.
that's easy to get. Really easy. Bro, you can just put a film over the thing
Oh yeah.
and then put their hand. But like that's if they get your fingerprint or handprint.
We'll figure it out. New technology will come out soon, probably.
Or right
Uh-huh.
with a specific watch.
Yes.
With a specific watch, it scans it or it has like a chip in it,
Uh-huh.
and then that's how you get it.
That's
But no
cool.
one will know which
I
watch.
love my watches.
Yeah, you're
Or a
obsessed
ring.
with them.
Or a ring.
Ring would be more reasonable.
Because I'm not going to be wearing the same watch over and over.
No, ring is you don't take them off,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
Like a barcode on the ring, bro.
Barcode.
Because it's like, honestly,
little
everybody's
shit.
gonna say, oh, it's just cars. Number one, it's not just cars to me. That's my childhood.
Yeah.
Number two, it's actually an investment. Those cars are worth a lot of money. It's like a whole big bowl. And a lot of people are like, oh, you're gonna spend your money on cars or not. Oh, you can't even go fast because you have to drive speed limit. It's not about going fast. Number two, I'm gonna have an airstrip. But
Speed limit is for people who cannot drive. I'm putting that out now.
but having those cars to me is my dream.
Yeah.
And number two, it's like it's an investment. You hold those cards, they hold its value. What's the point? It's an investment. It's a fun hobby, an investment for me. And like, and then people are also gonna download. But like, where was I at? Where was I going with this? Investments.
That and what they mean to you.
Yeah. So they mean a lot to me. Like, I enjoy cars so much.
Yeah.
And then people are gonna bring up like, oh, you're a pastor, or I don't even want to be a pastor. I'm not a pastor. I'm just a teacher of the Word of God.
Mhm.
I don't want to be a pastor in any type of way. I don't want to be ordained as a pastor in any type of way. The most I'll ever go as title wise, because I don't believe pastors are title. I believe
Okay.
pastors are big, and I don't want the title of a pastor,
Mhm.
even though that's what I'm going to be doing. I don't care for the title of pastor. I don't want to be called
Yeah.
pastor. That's what I'm saying. I pastor, but I'm not a pastor, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Because pastor's not a title. Pastor's an office. Pastor, fivefold ministry. The office is a ministry.
Oh.
Pastoral, wait, start here.
Mhm.
Evangelist,
Okay.
apostle, prophet,
Mm.
pastor. Pastor's always on the ring figure, and teacher. Teacher's always a little one.
Okay.
And the reason why is because nobody gives the teachers credit.
No.
But without the peaky, your hand can't function. Think about it.
Yeah, I can't see.
If your peaky's cut off, it's gonna be hard to grab things. You can't. It's gonna be like this. You're not gonna have a tighter grip. Yeah. It's gonna be like you can drop things easily. The pretty much like the peaky has meaning to it. That's
Oh, the computer.
I know.
Oh.
Pretty much say the peaky has meaning to it.
Yeah.
And that's why.
Okay.
So like the peaky plays a big role in your hand
Mhm.
in order for you to function your hand. So that's why the teacher's there.
Okay.
I teach. I mean, I feel like honestly, I operate the apostolic gifting,
Okay.
which is to build, plant. And what's crazy about the apostolic gifting is they also have a gift to operate in all five. So apostles usually what happens is they have the ability to prophesy, they have the ability to preach, they have the ability to teach, and they have the ability to evangelize. I was getting to with that is people are gonna say, "Oh, well, you're a teacher of the Word of God. You shouldn't be having these nice, expensive things, whatever." Look at Jerry Chevelle. Man, this dude had I think like 70 or he had a lot of cars. His garage was packed with cars. And look, God used cars to cure him from a stroke. So he would.
Okay.
Should we tell that story?
We don't have time for that.
But anyways, to make it long story short, when he had a stroke, he forgot everything. He forgot how to the Bible. He forgot scripture. He forgot how to preach. He forgot who his family was. And one day his granddaughter takes him in the garage, and he gets in every car. He starts all the engines in every car, and then he's just listening to them. Then he turns it off. Then he goes back inside. And he raises his paralyzed hand and points to his daughter and says, "Hey, can you close the door?" And she was like, "Pop, do you realize what you just did?" It's like, "What?" She's like, "You raised your paralyzed hand." And after that, and the Lord healed him. He went back to preaching, I think that same week or something like that.
But that was a whole week, like everything.
Just like that. Wow. So God healed him.
Yeah.
But use cars, maybe the carbon monoxide got in his head.
But I mean, on your part of people like, oh, why this, why that with cars? It's also a passion, like.
Yeah, who cares? It's none of your business.
Like a bunch, like everyone's passionate about something, but then cars is yet the one that's most hated on.
The way I see it is everybody's so focused on that. But what separates from a celebrity who's putting nothing into the world spiritually,
okay,
having nice things, a pastor or a leader in the kingdom of God, putting in the work spiritually, interceding for his nation, interceding for his people, able to have nice things. What separates it? Everybody's like, well, Jesus was poor. I want a specific Bible verse that specifically says Jesus is poor.
Even though it looked like it
But he had the finest linen.
Yeah, but I guess people just put it into context of like he was poor, like he didn't have this.
His ministry made money too. His ministry was big. He was a celebrity. He was famous. Everybody knew who he was. But another cool part about it is that everybody's like, well, Jesus was homeless. No, he had a house. You read in the Bible, in the New Testament, the Gospels, it says he located to Capernaum.
Which is where his house was.
His house. Or his headquarters. He had it there. He was always on the road, so he was never always home.
Bro, do you ever think, like, how did they live with no AC?
Oh, they did. Guyana doesn't have AC, but like,
how?
A cool thing too about Jesus, he was a carpenter. Back then, there was a high demand for that stuff. That business probably made money.
A lot.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So he had money. He wasn't poor. But he gave up all that. He didn't focus on he wasn't focusing on the money.
Yeah.
His goal wasn't to get rich.
And that's what he wants for us to do as well.
Yeah, his goal was for us to be set free. And through the process, God funded that ministry of him so he could go and he could flow. Because, honestly, guys, let's be honest here. Money's a tool. Without money, we can't live at all.
That one Bible verse that says money is the root of all evil. It's just how you use it.
No, the love of money.
I keep forgetting that part. I forget that part.
Money is the root of all evil.
Yeah, but it's how you use it.
Money is the root of all evil. Paul's warning Timothy. It's not bad to have money, but it's different when you're loving money.
Yeah.
Because the difference is
love. Using that as your idol.
That's God. That's your God now. You can't serve two masters. So, when it comes to money, for me, I have no physical attachment to it, and I think as a trader, you can't have or spiritual anything. You can't have no attachment to money because you see money leave and go and come all the time.
Same thing with trading.
And everybody told me, well, when you start trading real money up, you're not gonna feel emotionally connected to that money.
No.
Or you're gonna feel very emotionally connected. It's gonna hit you. I'm like, okay. So I started when I was trading fake accounts. I started trading like that was real money,
Yeah.
and I took all my frustration out on that fake money. When I started trading real money, I started looking at it as it's fake money. And when I lose a trade,
Doesn't
does
matter.
not bother me at all.
No.
So I think I learned and disciplined myself a lot to learn that money has no attachment to me.
Yeah.
But there's also a difference is I have strong faith that God is going to provide. And that's where it comes in. Imagine living only relying on God. That's how it is right now.
Yeah, that's the same with me.
It feels like everything at this last point in season is coming down, dropping. But then I'm seeing like every source of income that we have, God is like closing it down. Not like closing it down, but He's closing off. Like or either I don't want to say He's closing it off, but the enemy's just closing down every source of income.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is God, I think, is saying, okay, we're done getting money from the world now. I'm bringing it to you. And I feel like, even like, for instance, like, just dumb stuff just keeps on happening that costs us more money.
Yeah.
The other day, our trucking business, the guy just stole the plate off the truck. A random guy,
Really?
while the driver was parked at the gas station sleeping. Our driver
Okay.
parked at the gas station sleeping. Some person came up to the truck and ripped off the tag and left with the tag. Extra expense. Now we have to pay money to go get a new tag to put on that truck when we just opened the business.
Imagine that's actually how that person makes money.
Yeah, now we gotta spend more money now.
Yeah.
And it sucks, but it's okay. We already got the new tag. Now it's just putting it back on there. So like stuff like that, like it's just the enemy's trying. He's dabbing at us. Every source of income, he's just taking it because he's trying it. He knows that what's about to happen
It's too much for him.
is gonna break the ideology of money. I think this whole season we learned to have no attachment to money. I have seen it, bro. I'm telling you, I have seen it to the point where if we have nothing, I don't get scared. I'm not scared. Something's gonna happen. Somebody's gonna provide. Money's gonna somehow just come in, or somebody's gonna pay for groceries. Like I see it, and it
Or with the
happens.
food drive.
Yeah, that too. Like you don't know how much you need something until you don't have it.
Yeah.
You don't. It's like it's crazy. It's
That's how I felt this past couple of years.
it's just a process.
Because you remember how I told you I used to live in a townhome.
Yeah.
You know, I had no care in the world. I had, you know, we had money to like be stable and not worry about it. Now, it's like we're fighting to like, you know, get money, whatever.
Yeah.
So when I was a kid, I had it all. Now I gotta find my way with it.
He's just I see God is just opening up. Here's the thing, the devil's closing stuff. Like he's trying to close things off.
So then it looks like you just can't go
But
nowhere.
it's, every time he closes something, God opens
Yeah.
the door. He opens an avenue for money to come in. And I see it like the growth is just crazy. I'm so happy. I'm in my happiest moment right now. And I just can't wait to see what God is doing. Like it's like I feel like everything that we've been working so hard for is happening.
Bro, one day, I swear on everything,
We're gonna look back at this.
not only that, but the day that it changes for us, that we go from having nothing to we have money, it's not gonna feel real.
Yeah.
It's not gonna feel real.
It's not even about the money, honestly. I'm not so desperate to get money to have it. What I'm getting money for, what I'm excited about money for, is all the stuff I could do with it.
Yeah.
All the stuff I could do for the kingdom of God. The stadiums we could pack out for people and do revivals, and the like being able to buy stuff for the youth. Like my goal, like, we want to open up a whole online youth clothing brand, and that takes money.
Yeah.
We're launching different stuff, different ministries, like all that stuff takes money, and I'm excited because what God has shown me is that He's gonna use me in building those things. And Audrey too. Audrey has a big play in this. If you guys, the stuff that Audrey can do is just like a lot of people can't do. A lot of,
Like,
bro,
what?
your knowledge, the things, the trading, cars, being able to think and come up with ideas and be creative.
Well, the idea part, not only that, but like it happens quick. Like I can
Yeah.
think of anything very quickly. Like,
Like for instance, Kingdom Traders Institute,
what about it?
when you had that vision, and it perfectly lined up with what God showed me.
Mhm.
That vision of the how it's gonna look.
Oh, the building.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like that was beautiful.
that was a lot to take in because, I've never like experienced something like that big, and for me to experience that and you also get the same thing at the same time,
Yeah.
it was a lot.
Like Kingdom Trade Institute is the institution that we have for trading.
Yeah,
But what I see it is turning into a university, like a huge college campus,
yeah.
but also the headquarters of Abdi Enterprise. Does that make sense?
No, it does.
So it's gonna have like it's gonna be like a couple hundred acres that I saw.
We can also sell clothes there.
Yeah, everything's gonna be there. But like I saw like Chick-fil-A there, like McDonald's,
Chick-fil-A.
Publix. But here's the main office.
Uh-huh.
The way I saw it was like a stadium.
Okay.
And like it was like an auditorium, huge, big, like talking probably like maybe 100,000 square feet, just the main building,
That's insane.
and um, that would have the offices and stuff in it. And what I wanted it to be modern but grand. So like when you walk into that building, there's gonna be two stairs that come up, white.
I still have that vision. Like
Yeah.
I can still see
and
it.
two cars underneath the stairs.
Yeah, and that day
Yeah,
that God showed me, I named the two cars.
yeah. He named the cars for me.
I named the two cars. His car,
McLaren P1,
P1. Mine was a Super Sport.
Bugatti.
Yeah,
Sport.
Bugatti Chiron Super Sport.
And then we're gonna do
They were
it
both black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's what's crazy too, right? I saw two black cars. I didn't see the makeup on it.
Yeah.
And and I saw like just like different buildings, like just around it, just different campuses and stuff around it at airport. That was one thing I wanted. Airport.
Yeah.
Airport on the land.
Since that's our main place as well, and we're gonna charter planes
Yeah.
and also have people,
Rent
you know,
out.
come land at the strip if they want.
So I remember I'm in the shower. I'm sitting on this, and I told God, I said, "Oh God, it's gonna be a lot of money."
Yeah.
And he
it
says, "Nothing is impossible for me."
Yeah.
And I go upstairs that same day, and Audrey says, I see a vision. And he tells me everything I just had with God.
Yeah.
The building, how it's going to look, how big the acres are. The same shape, because the building I wanted to look like it's just like, it has a weird shape. It's cool though.
Yeah, it is.
And like, just the grand entrance, he saw that. And I was like, bro, I was like, that's crazy. But that's the type of stuff I'm talking about. Like, I see the power of God moving in that area of finances so strongly. I can't wait to see what he has for us.
And for me, I'm a visual person, so for me to get that, it's like big. So, yeah.
But that's pretty much all we have today.
Yeah.
It was nice talking to you guys. We can't wait to see you guys next week.
Yeah. Figure out next week's topic. I don't know.
Episode 3. We just
Figure it out,
stay,
yeah.
talk, chill.
Yeah. So thank you for God. I can't speak today. I'm too hungry and tired.
Yeah.
Thank you for you
guys' support.
for you guys' support, and thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, by the way, guys, make sure you guys like and subscribe. We got a lot of support on our shorts and stuff and our reels.
Thank you for that.
Thank you for that. Like we're
That's a
seeing the
lot.
growth of just our first episode, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like just loving it, guys.
So
See you guys
yeah,
soon.
that's it.
See you guys next week.
All right.
Peace out.